Sanders. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It will be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
This defense for the Commanders, it's very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 at the end of the season.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hurts.
Left side here to Sanders.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Throwing. Heineke.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game. With this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Inside the 20, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice Nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not getting involved.
So completion gets him just a yard.
That's a defense you want when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Heineke. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Hurts. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts going to take this himself. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On 3rd down, Heineke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Heineke again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Straight ahead, Gibson. Down at the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 6. Heineke now. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 17 yards out, and the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. On the slant, he finds Washington. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
18
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Elliott now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion results in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They go play action with Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts doing it himself from 9 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. It's complete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Heineke. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And he's going to bring up a 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action. Here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st down, Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Okay,
so
ready?
Now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Hold it ready. Ready, go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Chig Okonkwo with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Commanders 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On the draw, it's Gibson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just so quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Fielded just inside the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns, but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Pulled in at the 24. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They're on 29-yard line.
Kick it to 22. Do not kick it to 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
As Sanders has it poked free. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Gibson again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at the 18. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The defense can stop.